As we work to make the computer smarter, the next question that comes up is there a column on which the computer can win? In other words, is there a winning move? And if there is one, I would want to play that because then the game gets over. Let's see how we can do this in this video. We are enhancing the Connect 4 project from the YByte Python curriculum available at www.ybyte.in. So I get back to my code over here. Remember previously, we were completely picking up columns randomly. Now I've gone a bit better. Let's say I'm picking columns from the center columns, but I am going to ask myself, well, look, before I do anything, if there is a column available, so that's fine. If there's a column available, I will decide if there is a column that is a winning column, right? So I'm just going to say, well, so I'm going to say call is equal to check winning column. Let's just say check winning call, let's say, for the value. So this is going to be a new function which we have not yet written. This function, so let's start writing this function. So I'm just going to come up here and say, okay, look, let's say define, say check, say winning call value. So the idea is that, look, I'm going to find out if there is a column on which I could win this game, right? Remember, basically the computer is fundamentally picking columns. So if there's a column on which I can win, I would want to play that. So I'm just going to start with, let's say, the winning column. So check winning call. I'm going to start with a variable called, say winning call. I'm just going to set it to -1. I will first find out, well, what are the available columns that are presently open. So I look at all the columns. The calls available are, well, find open calls. Now remember, this looks at the list called board and finds out which are the columns that are available. Now I'm going to look through each of these columns. So I just go and say for call in calls, say available. So let's look at all the columns that are available. For every column, I find the lowest row in that column. So I just find out, okay, for what row do I have, let's say, a possibility. Just for the sake of analysis, I go and set board, for example, R and call to be equal to the value. Remember, the board at this point had certain values. Now I'm artificially, for the sake of analysis, saying that, okay, let's say this particular row and column became the value that I was interested in. So it could be 1 or 2. I will see if this has resulted in a winner, right? So I'm just going to say if, let's say, check all winners, because I know that, I can analyze this board now for this particular value. If it turns out that there is a winner, then, well, I know that this is a winning column. This is a winning column. I can just go and say winning call is equal to call. And having done this, and this is very important because the game must proceed, I will go and reset this back to 0, right? So I'll just go and say, well, reset this back to 0, and I will, let's say, break. Now, let's say there is no winner. So, there's no winner having put this. Again, I must make sure that the board, let's say R and call becomes, say, 0. So this makes a lot of sense. So basically, I have the information about the board. I'm checking if a particular column will give me a victory for 1 or 2. So I go and put, let's say, 1 over there, which is this statement. I check if there's a winner. If there's a winner, I pick, okay, this is a good column to play on. And I reset the board. I break from here. If there's no winner, again, I reset the board because my for loop is running and it's going to look at the, let's say, the next column. Having done this, I can go and return, let's say, the winning call. So return, for example, winning call. Now clearly, if there is no winning column, let's say none of the columns are giving me victory, I'm going to end up with -1 being returned. And that's exactly what I'll use over here. So we come back here, so we are checking for check winning column for, let's say, value of 2, because remember, computer plays with the value of 2. Now recall, if there is a winning column, then that will become the call. On the other hand, if there's no winning column, I'll come back with call equal to -1. And if that is the case, so if call is, let's say, equal to -1, well, I can go and do exactly what I was doing. I can go and, still play, let's say, from the center. So this is let's say here, I just go and say, well, no winning column available. Right, so this way it's kind of making sense. I basically try to find out what is the winning column. If I find one, that's good. If not, then I play in the center row, in the center column. So let's see this in action. So notice computer starts to play in the center. Let's say I block the computer's progress here. I block this as well. So now the computer is playing over here. um, I'll block this as well. Let's say I keep blocking this. Now clearly there's a possibility forming up here. Let's say I want to play here, and I were to play, say for example, here, right? Let's say I play on this column. Now clearly there is a winning column available. I'll let the computer win this just to demonstrate. When I do this, notice the computer played here. Think about it. If I had gone in the regular sequence, I would have played here. But now because of the winning column, I played here and I in fact won. So computer looked for that winning column and it has won this. Now in case you want this to be, let's say, not so structured, not so structured that always playing the center, that's possible too. I can just go and say, look, here I can play the center columns, or I can just go back and enable this random column. So then the computer plays a bit more, let's say, all across the board. I hope this was clear. Very interesting how we have formed this one function, and through that we are able to figure out if the computer is winning or not. As always, building activities, enhancing them is a great way to learn programming, and that's what we do at YByte. Look at our website www.ybyte.in because we learn Python programming through such fun activities. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.